this. All right, so you gotta be, oh shit. Little chop on the water as I was coming into the first bank that I'm gonna throw this new technique that I'm learning, which is tight lining. Tight lining is kind of like demicky rigging, but you're using 4-pound test leader. I know, it's crazy. You're not just letting it sit there. Instead of just dropping it straight down, you're working it back to the boat with a shake. Skeet Reese calls it the Nate shake. I like that, the Nate shake. And you're reeling it real slow. So you just kind of want to let it throw out and then kind of pendulum back a little bit and then just start reeling and shaking it back to the boat. I'm learning how to do this, okay? This is just what I've gathered as far as research and how people do it. I've watched a couple different videos, talked to a couple different people. Actually went out yesterday with my buddy David Davis. We caught a couple perch, caught a couple bass, caught a couple nice perch actually.
Look at that perch.
Should I swing it?
Yeah, go for it.
Good God!
Another yellow perch, dude. It's the same one.
Damn. I kind of got the feel of the whole bite deal, like reeling, whatever, but I don't have it dialed in. Like I want to dial it in. Anytime I'm learning a new technique, I'm bringing rods just for that technique. I don't have any up, like, look at, I got 3 rods on the front deck of my boat, all right? That way I can stay focused on what I'm trying to do, and definitely had to take my crappie rod out because if I see a tree with crappie with the little light bulbs in it, like it's over. Like my ADD will not let me go back bass fishing if I start catching like slab crappies. So that had to go. My rod setup is just, I mean, use your drop shot rod, you know, a 7-foot medium. I've got a Denali Covert drop shot rod. Actually, this is the multi-purpose rod. It's a 610. And then my other one is a Denali Lithium Pro drop shot rod, medium. I've already got a jig head tied on it. Bought a couple packs of jig heads from Keith down there at the Tackle Shack, some VMC half moon eye heads, and then there was another one that was like the moon eye jig head. It was kind of a shad shape. So I've got one of them on right now, and then the other one that I'm using is, when I used to work at Missile Baits, we poured a bunch of these Ned heads with the sickle hook in it. I think I've always used Kitex on this, like the 2.8s or the 3.3s or 3.2s, whatever they are. They work really good, and most of the time when you get a fish hooked with like these little sickle hooks, they're not coming off. And the other thing that you have to do, what they say to do, is use a loop knot. You can Google loop knots. I'm not gonna go through a whole tutorial on how to tie a loop knot. You just take your line out like that, and you wanna have it like that. You just wanna make a loop like that. Okay, so you got a loop, and then you want to take that jig head and just take it through that loop. 1, 2, 3 times a lady. And then you want to cinch it back. And here's a little tip that I did gather. You don't want the loop past the barb, because if you do that, it's going to get hung in the hook. Your loop's gonna be too close to the hook. You're doing that Nate shake on the way back, the loop's gonna get hung up. So I'm almost at the barb. But you know what, if it gets hung up, screw it. So that's the loop knot right there. Try to get it, that's pushing it as far as being close to the loop. What that loop does is allow that bait to kind of just, or allow that head to kind of like move a lot more freely and just have that vertical presentation, which we're not dropping straight down, we're working it back. And like I said, you can Google loop knots, they're all over YouTube. As far as like baits, you know, you can pretty much use the same thing you would as a demicky rig, is what I'm gonna do. So I've got my little Demiki rig kit right here. So I've got some Bass munitions, custom soft plastics. They're little shad shape. Some Demiki. Actually, I might use that, but I don't want the green. There's some V&M Cliff Pace vertical shad. That could be a good one. Here's laser FB drop shad. That looks pretty good. I've got some Reaction Innovations silver shots. They look kind of good, kind of big. All right, I think I found it. No, dude, these V&M, they got wings. I don't know. I'm gonna try different ones. The armor shad looks pretty good. Good color, about the right size. I like that. Thread this mug on up in there like that. Keep it straight. It actually looks pretty good. Ooh, look at that. Dude, that's got a lot of action. I'm not even moving it. Look, it's moving by itself. It's alive. The reel I'm using is just, this is a Lose Crush reel I'm using. The rod is, this is a Denali multi-purpose 610 medium. So any drop shot rod, 7 foot will work. My other rod is I tell you what, I'm gonna put this one on this rod, and then I'm gonna put that drop shad on the other rod. And I got one more rod if I need to rig it up. And this is a Denali Lithium Pro 7 foot medium, just a drop shot rod, nothing fancy. And this is that VMC head. They're so small, dude. Look at him. So I'm gonna put that drop shad. They're very sharp too. Let's try Cliff Pace's vertical shad. We'll try the V&M vertical shad on this. See how that works out. Everything that I'm fishing with, you can find on Tackle Warehouse. And these Tackle Warehouse Bass Mafia bags, you can't beat them. And I think they're like $5. I ordered like 10 of them. I love them. You put anything in there. You put your lunch, put your cell phone, your wallet. Is that a power line? Let's rig this dude up real quick. And then we'll start fishing. Let me tell you about this real quick. This is the Lose Hyper Mag. I just got it last month. I got me 2 or 3 of them. So far, I really like them. Good drag, they're pretty smooth. There you go, there's your Lose plug. So yeah, pretty much any of your Demiki tackle that you Demiki rig with, you can use, I would think. Look at that. It's pretty sexy looking, huh? All right, let's get to fishing. Oh, also, these Tackle Warehouse Plano bags. Love them. These bags right here, they're on Tackle Warehouse. You can get them cheaper than the actual Plano or Bass Mafia bags, which is crazy because it's the same bag. Back out of the bayou real quick. Kind of creepy back there. All right, so I'm gonna start on this bluff right here. And that's what you want. You want like steep banks, bluff banks or like steep banks. Let me just show you. This has been, it's been a pretty decent bank for me. Like I've caught some jerkbait fish on it. I've caught some jig fish on it, but kind of like the steep, rock's good. Laydowns, you've got to watch these jig heads around wood because they will get hung up. And it sucks because I went through almost 2 packs of those jig heads yesterday. And yeah, I bought them and they were like $5 or $6 a pack for like 3 and then 5. 3 in one pack, 5 in the other. It's not fun. It's not fun. Let's do this. All right, let's see. Let's do this. The Demiki vertical shad, whatever it's called. And when you're on Smith Mountain Lake, all right, there's either a leaf blower or a table saw going at all times. And this wind is being a little huzzy, isn't she? All right, so I'm in 36 foot of water. You know, we'll just see what happens. This wind's gonna push me a lot quicker than I need to be going, which sucks. It's always something. Make sure your drag is set really good on your reel. Still in 31 foot of water, and you can skip that little dude too. Just skip it right up underneath those overhangs there. Just make sure there ain't any trees if you can help it in the water, because you will get hung up. That's all I'm doing. Like, I'll throw it in, then I'll let it sink, and once I feel like I need to start reeling, I'm just reeling real slow. This is what I was doing yesterday when I was the perch master. There he is. All right, so you gotta be, oh shit. You gotta be easy working this with this light line. Some say you gotta back. Dude, what the hell is this? This is a bass? Whoa. Right on that bluff, dude. Golly. Easy. That's gotta be a striper. That's gotta be a striper. Come on. Come here. Come here. Yes. Yes. Dude, what are you doing? God. Holy shit, look at that. Look, right in the, look. It says 4 pound. What a fish, dude. If that was 6 pound test to get in this brute right here that took me forever, God, what a fish. The Bocas are saying 10, probably is. Good fish either way. Let that dude go. Look, he gone. Go, Big Daddy. Good fight. Told him, I said, if you don't break me off, I will let you go. I will not eat you. And I'm a man of my word. And there you go. Tight lining, baby. As long as it wasn't a catfish, I'm good. If it was a catfish, I'm selling on everything. Every freaking thing. You know, like I said, learning this new technique, and you know, I'm not opposed to catching other fish. Like, I'm bilingual, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep fishing these bluffs, and I appreciate y'all watching. Hopefully I can give you some more updates as I learn this technique. And if you have any suggestions, or am I doing something wrong, I'm sure you'll let me know. I'm gonna get back at it. I got probably about 30 more minutes to fish, and then I'm gonna go fry up some oysters and eat with the fam. So thanks for watching. Catch me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Till next time, catch you on the flip flop. Ah!